Welcome back. It's Marvel Previews time. Oh yeah, one of my favourite times of the month is looking through these catalogues. It is great to see what's new, what's coming out, get excited, work out how much it's going to cost, and start getting pumped for some new stuff. Now, these are books that are shipping in August. I'm going to go through the catalogue. I'm going to point out anything that's new. I'm going to let you know my pull list and give you my thoughts. But before I do that, please hit that subscribe button. It takes 1 second of your time, what makes a huge difference to me. And if you like the video, give it a little like at the end. I'd really appreciate it too. So let's get straight into this. This looks fun. What a beautiful cover. Ryan North and Ed McGuinness. Okay, we'll see what's what when we get in the book. There we go. Right. Okay, we've got the usual little cover things here. So from Superstars, Jeff Loeb and Simone DeMeo, X-Men of Apocalypse, Alpha #1. Right. So many years ago, Age of Apocalypse kind of came out, let's just say 2000s, mid-2000s, can't remember, something like that, or early 2000s. And I also owned a comic book store at that time. So I'm a graphic designer by trade. I specialize in branding. But on the side, I owned a comic store and I worked in there. And we had loads and loads and loads of like huge events, Civil War, this and that. And when Age of Apocalypse came, it was one of the first that was so overwhelming with the amount of books and the pressure on the customer to buy. It really hurt. It hurt my comic shop at least. Now, I know this is an anniversary, but I don't know why they're bringing it back. I don't know if anyone's ever asked for this, but here we are. So I'm going to assume there is going to be a ton, an absolute metric ton of these Apocalypse books. But let's just get into it. Let's have a look. So you can't miss this series that will change the X-Men forever. Well, all of these books apparently change the X-Men forever. But we keep seeing you go back to the past. So we got the usual crew. Okay, let's have a look. Marvel All-in-One, Ryan North, Ed McGuinness. So these are new. These are new. So bringing the All-in-One back, that sounds interesting. The Thing versus the Marvel Universe, a 50-page epic told entirely in splash pages. Well, at least it's going to look good. So let's see what it's about. Ben Grimm, a.k.a. The Thing. He's the ever-loving idol of millions, a powerhouse of the Fantastic Four. He's strong, he's kind, and he never gives up, true. And he's also tired, and he's sore, and he's grumpy, a bit like me. There's always a new threat facing the world, or the galaxy, or the universe, and somehow he and the rest of the Fantastic Four are always the only ones who can stop it. Ben Grimm is sick and tired of it. He just wants a break. But when he returns to Earth after a solo mission in space to discover the Fantastic Four have turned against him, along with the rest of New York City and apparently the entire world, he's got a mystery to solve and a whole wild world of clobber. Ben Grimm takes on the entire planet in this special Marvel anniversary issue across 50 pages of incredible non-stop action, so bold, so colossal, that the only pages that aren't splash pages are double page spreads. Okay, it's Marvel as you've always wanted to see it, at our biggest, our baddest, our most clobberingest. It's the wildest story we've ever published. It's Marvel all in one. Well, I will remain nonchalant about this one until it pops out. Some nice covers there. Are we going to get some art? Let's have a look. We are. Well, the art's certainly a treat. Look at that. Wow. Oh, I do like the art. All right, we'll review it. It'll probably be a quick review of all splash pages. So Thor's getting a #1 again. Al Ewing. I think Al Ewing's currently on the book, right? Pascal Ferry's an art. I like Pascal Ferry. What we've got here, we've got a Joe Quesada cover there. Actually, it looks really, really good. I do like that. So I throwed a little bit of Thor. I've been recommended I catch up on the current run. Apparently it's very, very good and the art's stunning, and I will do that. I'll do that in time for this. So the North myths tell of gods who walk the earth, doing great deeds for the mortals who believed in them. But Asgard isn't real and never was. The gods never soared in our skies, never stood with our heroes, never fought for kindness or justice. It was all just a story. Nobody's coming to help us. But somewhere in the city, a man is waking up, a man with a hammer. All right. You got me. I'll give it a go. This sounds like a kind of a what if reboot type thing. It sounds very interesting. All right. Do we get some art? Oh, we don't get any art. But we do get some Black Cat art. G. Willow Wilson, definitely on board on this already. Gleb Melnikov. Okay. And Adam Hughes cover, of course. I'll get all the fanboys down the comic shop. It's got me in there. So what do we got? Felicia Hardy is the Black Cat, the world's slyest and most skilled super thief. She loves a good score. The longer the odds, the better. But her entire world turned upside down after the amazing Spider-Man's battle with Hellgate. So Felicia is turning over a new leaf as New York City's newest superhero. Okay, she's going good. The first supervillain on a list, the Lizard. But will the Black Cat risk it all after her do-gooding moral high ground attracts dangerous attention from the lowest of the city's underworld. Easy, kingpin of crime. She's still skimming off the top. Honest superstar G. Willow Wilson joins rising star Gleb Melkinoff to chart the winding road of twists and turns, laughs, and mind-bending action of Black Cat's next exciting chapter. Who writes this? It's quite hard to read. Anyway, looks interesting. I'm going to give it a go. Of course I am. It's Black Cat, right? Who isn't going to pick this up? All new Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider. So a new #1, Stephanie Phillips. A brand new day for Spider-Gwen. So I'm kind of growing into liking this character, actually. I'm reading the... what was it? The sort of dark Spider-Gwen at the moment, which I thought was really good fun. And if this has that same tone, I'm going to give it a go. We'll review this. Gwen Stacy isn't from this earth, but she's here to stay. So it's time to make herself at home. A new costume, a new home life. Heck, she's even starting a new band. Unfortunately for Gwen, new threats are also heading her way, starting with one that might just be her own fault. Oh, follow the Ghost Spider as she settles into Earth 616 to stay. Yeah, we'll pick that up. Sounds fun. Why? Why are we getting these Godzilla King Kong books? Don't understand it. Totally not for me. If you're enjoying them, amazing. It is Jerry Duggan, so I guess that's a pull. I'm going to get some Mark Brooks covers. So Fantastic Four too. So yeah, this is getting the new #1 treatment. Ryan North. I'm reading the current run now, and it's not bad at all. It's very, very sort of throwback to Kirby and Stan Lee. It's not bad at all, so I'm going to review this for sure. I guess it's rebooting. Well, they're all rebooting. Look at this, Captain America 2. Wow. Chip Zdarsky. Yeah, Shitty. I think that's how you pronounce it. Shitty. I don't want to say it wrong because that's a bit of a Freudian slip to get that wrong. So yeah, definitely on Captain America again. Cap deserves a new start. The book's been terrible on the previous run. Sorry, JMS. It has not been good. We've got this beautiful variant covered by Mark Buckingham as well. So yeah, I'm on board. 100%. Let's see Cap back to being Cap, right? Venom, Black, White, and Blood. So these triple color, well, 2-color books that Marvel pump out. So we got a Venom one now. Okay. What's it about? A collection of Venom stories from across the history of the symbiote begins here. All right. So some mini stories. David Michelin. Wow. J.M. DeMatteis. There's some big names in there. Ryan North. He seems to be everywhere. Jonas Scarf, Dave Watcher, and Kreese Lee. Covered by Greg Capullo. Okay. Frank Miller has done a variant cover. A couple of variant covers. Mark Bagley, Peach Momoko, and Duali. All right. Well, we're giving it a little look, won't we? Can't not say that's on the pull list. Bring on the Bad Guys continues with more bad guys. So who we got now? We've got Doom, Green Goblin, Abomination, Loki, Red Skull, Dormammu, and Mephisto. So I'm definitely up board for these because they sound really interesting. I guess they're like one-shot, self-contained stories celebrating the villains. But with these Lee Bermejo covers, it's hard to resist. I mean, look at them; they look fantastic. Anyway, it remains to be seen how good they are. Now, The World to Come hasn't kicked off just yet. It kicks off this month. I've got very, very high hopes for it. I mean, Joe Quesada and Christopher Priest, that's a good team. And I love the Marvel Knights from the olden days. So I really hope this turns into like an absolute gem of a book. Super, super excited. And of course, Imperial, the big event of the summer, has started. And at the hands of Jonathan Hickman, which of course has me up in my high hopes, and I hope it's going to be good. I guess there's loads of tie-ins, of course. So Black Panther's getting a tie-in. Planet She-Hulk sounds interesting. Stephanie Phillips, she's doing a lot for Marvel too at the moment. And we're off to these sort of Disney tie-ins, which that's Han Solo, I guess. I think a little Star Wars nod there. Yeah, they're not my cup of tea, but that's a 4-parter. Usually they're one issues, but a 4-parter for there. Runaways continues. Not reading that. Rainbow Rowell. Superior Avengers is terrible. Honestly, I'm not even going to mince my words. That book is terrible. I tried to read it and review the last issue, but it was so bad. I didn't want to put a video out that was just literally me spending 8 minutes just being nasty about a book. So it's just not good. One more on to Doom. Slowly trudging towards the end of a book that really is making no difference to the Marvel Universe, has no point to it, and we could have done without. Honestly, if this book didn't even, came out and you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't have known it was there because it's having no impact on anywhere else in the Marvel Universe. I think Marvel are putting a lot of trust in Ryan North, and I think it can be misplaced sometimes when you put too much trust across too many books, and it's just not making an impact. It's supposed to be a big event, It's sort of a whimper. Red Hulk, I read the first stuff. It was okay. That's not on my pull list. Same with the Avengers. It isn't the Avengers. I just doesn't feel like the old days of Avengers. I don't mean the old days of back in the 60s, 70s, 80s. It doesn't have that Avengers feel for me. So it's off the list. But we do have some new books here. X-Men Tooth and Claw, Alex Packnadell and Diogenes Neves and Philip Sevy. How did two of mutankind's most dangerous villains become part of Cyclops' X-Men? That sounds interesting. When they met across the battlefield, Henry McCoy and Max Eisenhart were a brilliant, jovial athlete turned superhero and a mutant revolutionary, respectively. By the time they ruled the world as leaders of Krakoa, Hank was a beast indeed, as well as in name. While Magneto was a long-time ally of the X-Men, shocked by the inadequacy of his fulfilled dream. Cast back into a world that hates and fears them, a pair of chance encounters will show each why that world still needs them and the X-Men. Okay. I don't know if I'm having problems reading or if this is written badly, but I hope you made sense of that. So X-Men, collecting fan favourite X-Men from the Ashes 13 to 18. Oh, so it's a one-shot collecting issues that have already been out. Okay, Marvel. So this must be the cash-in pages. Okay, Wolverine Revenge, Red Band Raw, Black and White edition. No. That's the, you know what, I love Jonathan Hickman, and I rarely say, I actually haven't said much ever bad about him, but this book was an absolute misstep. You've got Greg Capullo coming back to Marvel, you've got Jonathan Hickman, you've got Wolverine. What could go wrong? Well, have a read and let me know what you think. Art is gorgeous, though, I will say that. So Wolverine by Chris Claremont. Now, what is this about? Penciled by Tom Riley, cover a beautiful Steve McNiven cover there, who's doing an amazing job over on Daredevil, Cold Day in Hell. You need to pick that up. One of the books of the month, one of the books of the year. Okay, so Wolverine's arch nemesis strikes in one of the rarest X-Men tales of all by legendary writer Chris Claremont. Okay. Previously only available in a limited edition package, this story sees the savage Sabretooth catching his prey by surprise and determined to claim the life of Mariko, the woman Logan loves. Wolverine may be the best there is, but Victor Creed is the worst. Yet even if Sabretooth can get the upper hand on his bitter rival, Logan has one thing he doesn't. Friends, get ready for one of the bloodiest fights you've ever seen, the X-Men in which Creed shares some shocking insights with Marvel mutants, plus bonus material celebrating Chris Claremont's 50-plus years in comics. Reprints Marvel Paragon Collection, Chris Claremont Wolverine 1. So I actually haven't read that, so that's going on the list. I mean, the cover just automatically says yes to me. Marvel Rivals. Okay, so they're continuing with the game, which the game's pretty cool from what I hear. I haven't played it. Jeff the Shark, for the Jeff the Shark fans, not on the list. So New Thunderbolts. I've read the first issue. I'm reserving judgment on that book until we get to issue 3, let's say. But let's just say it wasn't mind-blowing. Wolverine's Deadpools, that's due out this month, I think, or very soon. Cody Ziegler. Again, I'm not enjoying Cody's run on Deadpool, so I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this, but I'm going to read it. I'm going to give everything a chance. Spider-Girl, I'm going to read the first when it comes out. It looks a load of fun. Come on. I mean, it's cutesy. So a cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever your poison is, and a couple of Oreos, and we'll get that down. So Amazing Spider-Man continues with Joe Kelly. Look, it's not good, guys. It's not good. It really isn't. I think this is maybe a new arc. Spider-Man is my favourite character, as I say every video. You're probably bored of hearing it. It's just not good. Nothing in it is redeemable, apart from the art. The art in the current arc is amazing. But this is not fun. I hope maybe one arc under the belt, this arc really kicks off and starts going somewhere, because we need Spider-Man to be one of the best books that comes out from Marvel consistently every single month, and it just isn't, and it's such a shame. Miles Morales, I tried reading it, but Cody Ziegler isn't for me. I'm not enjoying it. Eddie Brock Carnage, that's not on the list. All New Venom, definitely not on the list. I think we've had so much like Venom and symbiotes now. Just I think as the cool kids are calling it, I'm getting Venom fatigue. Not into the Spider-Verse books. Maybe I should be. Let me know. Spider-Man and Wolverine 1. Yeah, I read that. It was okay. Really interesting cliffhanger at the first one. I won't spoil it here. I've done a video. Check it out after you read the book. So that's definitely on the pull list. Ultimate Wolverine, again, the whole Ultimate line is a shambles, apart from Ultimate Spider-Man, I'm afraid. Again, I'm going to be honest every time. If you disagree, that's absolutely fine. That's your opinion. If you're enjoying these books, they're not brilliant. You haven't wasted your money, but they're not. They're not good. The only thing good about it is Ultimate Spider-Man. What Dennis Camp is doing, the Ultimates, is just shameful. And now he's going to take on this little Spidey miniseries. And I hope he doesn't damage what Jonathan Hickman's doing, because what Jonathan Hickman's doing, in my opinion, is basically some of the best Spidey stories we've had in a decade. Hands down, it is that good. So remains to be seen. It really does. But when you've got Dennis Camp and Cody Ziegler double teaming Spider-Man, I'm sorry, you are in for probably a huge disappointment. Okay, so let's move on from these Ultimate books. Ultimate Spy, there we go. Incredible work. Marco Cicchetto as well. His art is just something to behold. Peach Momoko, though, I will say that her work on Ultimate X-Men is really nice. If you like what she's doing with it, this is a perfect book for you. The way she incorporates Japanese culture into it is amazing, and the art's lovely. So, I got disinterested in the story, but not at the detriment of what I think of this book. It's a nice little book, and again, we're at Ultimates 15, where we've already had 12 issues, 13 issues of absolute nothing but ideology and terrible storytelling, which hasn't furthered the story anyway. Honestly, it's worthless. X-Men. Well, what do we say about the X-Men? Okay, I'm not going to say these books are bad, but they're not floating my boat, so I'm not picking them up. The Uncanny X-Men for me is the standout cornerstone of this whole sort of relaunch of the X-Men. And of course, this one's got Deadpool in it and Wolverine, so that is 100% pickup. So yeah, I am enjoying her work on this gal Simone. She's doing a great job. So that's going to be one to look forward to. Again, all these side X books just aren't great. Erica Schultz on Laura Kinney, again, should be outlawed. It's not good, guys. Honestly, it's not good. Same with the Phoenix and all these other little side books. They're not great. And the hardest bitter pill of all is Saladin Ahmed's work on Wolverine. So it's completely off the list. Although I am reading this current arc because it's an interesting concept. If you haven't read it, again, I don't want to spoil it. Read the books, check out my reviews. We're 2 issues into this arc at the moment. It's an interesting concept, but I'm not sure where it's going to go. Yeah, we'll reserve judgment for that one. Okay, we're on to these facsimile editions, which are nice little books if you don't have the original issues. Civil War. Well, I think this is is that an anniversary of the fact that Civil War. Or is it also a little hint of Mark Miller's sort of coming back to do some stuff with Marvel for a little bit? And that's probably what it is, which is a great news. I love Mark Miller. I know fans are divided on Mark Miller, but I love his style. I love his work. Okay, Deadpool is continuing to kill the Marvel Universe again. This Gwenpool's great. I had the first issues out. It's good fun. Some people hate something that's happened in it, but I just think it's so much fun. It's a bit of light relief that you need every so often in a world that's full of bad news. So, yep. Onto it. Deadpool Wolverine's won me back. I'm really enjoying this book as well. So that's on the pull list. The Death of the Silver Surfer, that's about to drop with Greg Pak and Summit Kumar. So I'm going to do a review on that book. And if it's good, it stays on the pull list. Same with Emma Frost. That's about to drop. Fantastic Four Fanfare was a kind of strange book, really. It exists. It exists, but we're going to give it a few more issues. The Thing, Tony Fleecs. I read the first one. It's classic Thing. If you're a fan of The Thing, it's classic. It couldn't be more Thing. Is all I can say. So that's still on the pull list. Moon Knight is not a character that I identify with, but I hear the book's really good. It's been consistently good. New Champions, again, not for me. The Hulk, have I tried this one? It's Red Hulk I tried. So I'm going to start reviewing Incredible Hulk, actually, because it's Philip Kennedy Johnson and Kev Walker. I love Kev Walker's art. I didn't know Kev Walker was doing the art. So that's definitely going on the pull list. And I'm going to catch up on that if it's already on the art. The Vision Scarlet Witch, completely off the list. Steve Orlando fits in that other box of some creators which just don't get the characters at all. I'm not enjoying it. Loads of people will call me wrong. People will downlike the video for me saying that. But those are just my opinion, right? It doesn't mean your opinion is wrong. It just means that's my opinion and my taste. Daredevil 24. I can't wait till Saladin Ahmed finishes his run and Daredevil gets a fresh injection of new ideas and a new creative team. West Coast Avengers, Jerry Duggan. I'm jumping back on this book jumping back on this book. Halverine was all right. I read a couple of issues, but when there's so many books to pick up every week, something's got to go. So Predator, Black, White, and Blood. I'm not sure if that's dropped yet, so I'm not sure. But we are getting a lot of Predator books. There's currently Predator versus Spider-Man, which is out, which is actually quite good fun. I think it's 2 issues in. Very 80s feel to it, if you like that kind of stuff. It's all right. I'm gonna keep reading it, keep reviewing it. But I guess it's time to really go ham on the Predator property from 20th Century Fox here. So we're gonna get a lot of that stuff. It's a bonus that Benjamin Percy's on the book, so I'll give that a go. I love Star Wars as a child. You know, I was born in 75, so I came into Star Wars sort of in the middle of its peak, and I loved it as a child. But I don't read the books. I'm told I should read some of them, but for me, I think it has to be cinematic with Star Wars. So I've got no thoughts on these books. I wish I did. Old Man Logan reprint, great book. In fact, I reread this week, 2 days ago, and it's just as good as it was the first time. Mark Millar, Steve McNiven, such a great job. And these little classic books they're putting out, I think, are really good for people who just want to pick out the best stories. Like you've got Daredevil Born Again with Frank Miller and David Mazzucchelli, so you can't say no, really. So it's a nice little touch here. So on to the Omnis, and I do love an Omni. Now, I don't really collect a lot of floppies anymore, after I had to sell my collection years and years ago. So this is my preferred format. So we've got some, I guess these are variant covers, because some of these books are already out, right? Yeah, let's have a look. So let's see if we've got anything super new interest. We've got a new Deadpool X-Force Omnibus, a new printing of it. So that's an interesting one to get. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Brand New Day. Well. Yeah, let's not talk about Brand New Day. Or One More Day, or any of the days that happened way back when. We've got the Fantastic Four stuff, Time of the Movie, next Marvel Masterworks. These are really nice editions, actually. They are really nice editions, but I mean, I don't see them catching up with the whole run for many, many years. So what does this collect up to? Collects up to 288, Annual 20, and Marvel Tales 198. They're beautiful books. We have more Godzilla versus Marvel. No idea why, but beautiful cover. Trades galore. Pick up that Ultimate Spider-Man trade if you haven't already. Well, it's not out yet, but when it comes out, pick it up if you're not reading the book. And we've got the usual trades coming out. Anything super special? Cable, Love and Chrome. So much fun. David Pepose and Steve Fox on an amazing job of this. Pencil Mike Henderson and Ivan Forelli with amazing covers from my good personal friend for many, many, many years, Ian Churchill. So support that book. It was well worth every penny. And I think the last issue's just popped out, which I've got to catch up on. Yeah. Okay. More epic collections, which are nice collections if you've missed all these storylines. So again, it's another nice way to collect big stories in order. So a lot of those epic collections. And Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale's Hulk, absolute cracker. I love this book. Those whole colour books that they did are probably some of the best work Marvel's put out, and probably some of the best work Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale have put out as well. Howard the Duck. So I need to read this because there's an interesting thing that happens in there, and I need to see what's what. Okay, we've just got more trades. Well, that's it. I've been rambling on for God knows how long. That's my pull list. Those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if I've missed anything that I should read. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And again, before you go, hit that subscribe button. Give us a like if you like the video. Until then, read more comics. That's going to be my motto from now on. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.